From stories across the world to stories here at home, this is the National News Broadcast. A very good evening to you. I'm Nitya Chandra.
And I'm Tarak Etiarachi. First, a look at the stories making the headlines this evening. The Prime Minister says that the confidence of the youth on the existing political methodology has collapsed. A vehicle assembly plant in Valipanna has been declared open. Parliamentarian Kumaravelgama questions as to how a person who has not withdrawn US citizenship could seek votes. 28 projects have been implemented in the Puttalam district under the Food Production National Programme.
Now, in your top story this evening, President Maithripala Sirisena has declared open the new regional office in Anuradhapura of the State Timber Corporation yesterday. The regional office has been established in parallel to its 50th year celebrations of the State Timber Corporation. The President, after declaring open the commemoration plaque, engaged in an inspection tour of the premises. Thereafter, he planted a sapling to mark the occasion. Ministers Chandrani Bandara, Ajit Mana Peruma and others were also present.
Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe says that confidence of the younger generation on the existing political methodology of the country has collapsed. He therefore points out that there should be a change in the political system and prominence should be given to the opinions of the youth. The Prime Minister made these remarks at the inauguration of a program to activate the Sri Lankan National Youth Voluntary Service at Temple Trees today. The event was conducted in parallel to the International Youth Day. Participant youth have arrived at the Vihara Mahadevi Park from the Temple Trees. The National Youth Services Council is implementing programs island-wide to encourage youth and to appreciate their commitments on the national level. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said that the government they had formed in 2015 was carried forward with difficulty through joint collaboration of several parties. He added that he took the decision to create freedom within the available framework despite having whatever problems. The Prime Minister further said that he thought to change the framework after achieving freedom and reconciliation. He further said that he was able to lead the government for 4 years despite problems. During this period, they were able to fully consolidate freedom in the country. The people were able to engage in their activities without fear in their villages and to prosper themselves. The country has also been able to achieve substantial reconciliation. All Sri Lankan youth were recognized as Sri Lankans despite religious, racial or other differences. He further said that they must now bring out the new country that the youth needs. They have to find out the strategy, the manpower and other factors on this connection. The Prime Minister said that during his years as a child, the country was only behind to Japan. Today, only Afghanistan is behind us. The pathetic situation is attributed to our politics. We have to accept this fact. He further said that in countries such as Japan, Europe, England and the United States, the policies do not change despite the changing of people. He also said that after the Easter Sunday bomb attack, the youth as well as adults said that they needed a change. They wanted to expel the 225 parliamentarians. The Prime Minister added that, however, this was not the solution and that we have to change the system.
මේ ක්‍රමය ගැන මමත් තුඟක් හිතුවා. ඇයි අපිට මීට වඩා වේගයෙන් යන්න බැරි? මම පොඩි කාලේ අපිට ඉස්සරහින් හිටියේ ජපානය විතරයි. දැන් අපිට පස්සෙන් තියෙන්නේ ඇෆ්ගනිස්තානය විතරයි. මොකද්ද ලංකාවට උනේ? ඇයි අපිට දියුණු වෙන්න බැරි උනේ? අපේ දේශපාලනය නිසාද? ඔව්. ඒක අපි පිළිගන්න ඕනේ. අපිට ජාතික ප්‍රතිපත්ති තියෙනවද? यूरोपे इंग्लैंडे अमेरिकावे कवुरु मारु उनත් ප්‍රතිපත්ති මාරු වෙන්නේ නැහැ ලේසියෙන්. ජපානේත් ඒ වගේ. අපිට ඇයි එත් කරන්න බැරි උනේ? ඇයි මේ රටේ අවුරුදු 30ක වර්ගවාදී යුද්ධයක් තිබුණේ? ඇයි මේ රටේ ඇවිල්ලා පාස්කු ඉරිදා බෝම්බයක් දැම්මේ? ඒ බෝම්බේ දැම්මේ එකෙන් මිනිස්සු කිව්වා තරුණයෝ වැඩි හිටියා කිව්වා දැන් නම් අපි වෙනසක් කරන්න ඕනේ. සමහරව 225ම ගහලා පන්නන්න ඕනේ කියලා. අනික් අය කිව්වා මේ මූණු ටික මාරු කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා. මට පෙවුනේ මේ ඔක්කොම කරන්න පුළුවන් ඒකෙන් විසඳුමක් එන්නේ අපි මේ ක්‍රමය මාරු කරන්නේ නැත්නම් විසඳුමක් එන්නේ නැහැ කියලා මම කියනවා.
The launch of a website of the Youth Services Council to join the Sri Lankan National Youth Voluntary Service through the internet has also taken place on the sidelines of the program. Around 2,000 youth were present at the occasion.
Now, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe presided over the inauguration of the vehicle assembly plant of the Mahindra Ideal Lanka Private Company in Valipanna, Mathugama today. The first manufactured product of the factory was taken off from the assembly line upon the unveiling of the commemoration plaque by the Prime Minister. The Sri Lankan party is part of the global measures of the Mahindra group of companies with assets amounting to $20.7 billion. The Prime Minister also engaged in inspecting new motorcar production and imported vehicle parts. Indian High Commissioner in Sri Lanka Taranjit Singh Sandhu, Parliamentarian Kumara Velgama and Managing Director of the Mahindra and Mahindra Company, Dr. Pawan Goenka, were among those who were present at the occasion.
Minister Sajith Premadasa said that during his period, he would fulfill his obligations towards families of war heroes and all heroic soldiers who safeguarded the country by ending the 30-year-old civil war. He made these remarks at the ceremony to vest with the people the 253rd model village built under the Samata Sevana Yalipebidana Udagammana program. The Ranaviru Nero reawakened village in Tamenagama Anamaduwa Puttalam is comprised of 36 houses. It was built at a cost of 56.8 million rupees. The minister has also handed over a house built through financial contributions of the Sevana Fund for the mother of a gallant soldier, Nero, who had sacrificed his life on behalf of the motherland. Several programs, including handing over of title deeds to house recipients and other social welfare activities, have also taken place.
Now, Parliamentarian Kumara Velgama questions as to how a person who has not withdrawn US citizenship could seek votes of the people. The parliamentarian said that the SLFP candidate has not yet been decided upon. It is so premature to declare the name of the candidate. He questioned whether Gotabaya Rajapaksa withdrew his US citizenship. The MP added that according to the Sri Lankan constitution, a person with US citizenship cannot compete in an election. His candidature has no legality. We need a Sri Lankan citizen and not a US citizen as the president. There are many Sri Lankans who are able to build the nation. He questioned how a person who left the country could have any yearning for the motherland. We have a list of people who have regard for the country. They include Mahinda Rajapaksa, Chamal Rajapaksa, Dinesh Gunawardena, including himself. We have never deserted the country. He further said that SLFP activists in the village level still rally around the party.
The Food Production National Program is being successfully conducted in the Puttalam district. The work is being carried out under 28 projects at a cost of 66 million rupees. It has been pointed out that a massive problem confronting farmers in the Puttalam district is the unavailability of adequate means to irrigate water to their cultivated lands. Lack of electricity facilities is the reason for the drawback. They were compelled to spend large amounts of money for the procurement of electricity generators. This was one of the major reasons for the farmers in the district to withdraw from their profession. The Puttalam District Secretariat, in association with the Presidential Secretariat, is engaged in measures to introduce alternate power methodologies. It was in the year 2017 that the Presidential Secretariat had introduced solar power energy sources to the farmers by bearing 50% of the expenditure in this regard. The cost of a set of solar-powered panels is 450,000 rupees. So far, 200 solar power panels sets have been provided in the Puttalam district. These enable farmers to engage in year-long cultivations in an extent of 100 acres. Seed production units have been provided to 10 recipients in the Puttalam district to propagate production of hybrid chili seeds introduced by the Mahailuppallam Agricultural Research Institute. 75% of funds of the amount of 450,000 rupees used in the designing of one unit is being borne by the Food Production National Program of the Presidential Secretariat. A kilo of hybrid chili seeds could be purchased from the Department of Agriculture for 60,000 rupees. However, it has also been reported that the department at present does not possess an adequate seed base to cater to the consumer demand. As a result, farmers are forced to buy seeds from the market at a cost of 160,000 rupees. It has also been pointed out that in the event of success of the seed expansion project in the Puttalam district, a farmer would be able to earn an income over 800,000 rupees.
Now, the Mexican police reported to have found a group of Sri Lankan migrants desolated in the country. They say that the refugees were in a state of intense dehydration and hunger. Mexican federal police officials discovered 65 desperate Sri Lankan and Bangladeshi migrants wandering on a highway in the Gulf Coast state of Veracruz. The ABC News reported that the racketeers of human trafficking were planning to illegally send the group to the U.S. The migrants said that they had set out on 24th of April from an airport in Qatar and flew to Turkey and thereafter to Colombia. From there, they were reported to have moved through Ecuador, Panama, Guatemala before reaching Mexico. Media reports are that the racketeers had promised the Sri Lankan and Bangladeshi migrants that they would be brought to the U.S. territory across the Coatzacoalcos region. However, Mexican security sources pointed out that they could not reach U.S. territory over this river.
Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has presided over the inauguration ceremony to introduce the staff, including the new president of the Judicial Medical Institute in Colombo yesterday. The basic objective of the Judicial Medical Institute is to complete subject requirements to maintain the qualitative standards of the judicial medical profession. Dr. Anuruddha Edirisinghe has been elected as the 16th president of the institute. She was attached to the medico-legal faculty of the Kelaniya University. Commemoration plaques were presented to Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe and Speaker Karu Jayasuriya on this occasion. The Prime Minister has also presided over the event of extending felicitations to the veterans in the judicial medical field. The Prime Minister has also appreciated the support extended by the judicial medical profession on the 21st of April attack and on other occasions.
One lesson we have to learn, and what I found was that in our mind we keep associating terrorism with what the LTT did. Certainly the original copyright belongs to the LTT, but there have been far more patents that have been developed by other terrorist groups which goes beyond it, and we have to look at how it keeps evolving, and it keeps evolving very, very rapidly. So this is why I think this your observations would be of immense use to us, because without a critical survey we cannot say that we have really gone into what has happened and we could take the corrective measures. It is the credit of our police and security services that we are able to identify the attackers actually on the first day itself. And I think thereafter forensic medicine, the first 48 hours played a very, very important role, and within 2 months we had them under control. The developments in the field of science and technology are such that now this is a part of law enforcement. It is no longer ancillary, it's no longer auxiliary, it's no longer something we refer to occasionally. The whole field of forensic science has today become a part and parcel of the law enforcement system. We cannot allow the forensic sciences to be in conflict with human rights. The human rights principles must be upheld, and within it we have to incorporate how, within that framework, forensic science and forensic medicine can certainly help in law enforcement.
Now, Indonesia celebrates its 74th Independence Day. Today, an independence commemoration ceremony was conducted at the Indonesian Embassy in Sri Lanka. Indonesia was liberated from foreign domination on the 17th of August 1945 with the ending of the period of Japanese aggression from 1942-1945 and the Dutch rule after the Second World War. Nationalist leader Sukarno was the first president of Indonesia. The Indonesian ambassador in Sri Lanka, Gusti Nagura Ardiana, has presided over the Independence Day ceremony at the embassy premises in Colombo today, where many Indonesian nationals have taken part. The envoy extended thanks to the Sri Lankan people and the president for maintaining friendly and close relationships with this country. Sri Lanka and Indonesia have been maintaining diplomatic relations since the year 1952. Now, Minister P. Harrison says that a higher stable price will be provided to farmers when purchasing paddy in the Yala season. The minister says that the relevant proposal has already been submitted to the cabinet. The minister made these remarks on the occasion of handing over compensation to farmers whose crops were devastated in the Yala season. Compensation amounting to 16 million rupees was distributed among 364 farmers at the Ampara District Secretariat. Minister Daya Gamage, State Minister Anuma Gamage, state officials and others were present.
The Norelia Food Carnival and competitions to display the skills of culinary professionals will be conducted near the Gregory Lake till tomorrow. The aim is to enhance the local tourism industry through propagation of local and foreign foods. The event is being organized by the Norelia Chefs Forum and the Sri Lanka Forum Chefs. The visitors are able to taste many foods of China, Malaysia and Italy on this occasion. In addition, they will be accorded the opportunity to taste many local food items as well. A competition to taste foods from culinary experts in Norelia and Kandy districts will take place tomorrow. Many special food items of international level are expected to be prepared on this occasion.
Now, His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit says that it is a responsibility of the institutions that implement the law of the country to win the confidence of the people. He reiterates that these institutions should not be subjected to the influence of any party. His Eminence disclosed these facts at the launching ceremony of 3 books authored by DIG Priyantha Jaikodi. The books have been compiled based on experiences and true events during the professional career of the author. The 3 books tell of the underground criminal acts as well as a story that shocked the Rajrata through the so-called Black Emperor. The books were first presented to His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit and thereafter to former Chief Justice Priyasad Deb. His Eminence Archbishop Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit said that in today's society, a situation of not acting according to policy or virtues can be observed. As a result, crimes have proliferated within the environment. A social inquiry should have to be conducted on the escalation of criminal activity. His Eminence further said that all must fulfill their obligations through commitment and patriotism, yet that we should not live with the expectation of money or political power. He further said that institutions engaged in implementing law are entrusted with the responsibility of winning the confidence of the society. He also said that police, security forces personnel and those holding portfolios in the judiciary should courageously fulfill their obligations impartially without fear.
Up next, we have our feature presentation, Udania, which looks into the benefits of development to people. Constructions in Korea Sri Lanka Technical Training Institute have been completed. This is the biggest technical institute of the National Vocational Training Authority. The institute has been set up with the aim of training young entrepreneurs and technicians. It is located in Orugudabatta in Colombo. The cost of construction amounted to more than $12 million. The institute is equipped with facilities for motor vehicle, computer engineering and high-pressure machine technology training facilities. Deputy Minister Karunaratne Paramirdana was engaged in inspecting constructions recently. The Sadarmodaya Mawata in Narayanpeta was vested with the people today. Parliamentarian S.M. Marikkar has presided over the occasion. The road was reconstructed at a cost of 8 million rupees under the Ran Mawat Road Development Project. A program to provide material and financial aid for shelters to low-income families in Palmadulla electorate took place at the Pilhena Sri Abhayavardhanarame in Palmadulla. Minister Talata Atukorala has presided over the event. Sheltering material valued at 46 million rupees was handed over to 104 low-income families. Financial aid amounting to 2 million rupees was presented to 50 families for construction of permanent roofs for their houses. That's all the news we have for you tonight. The national news broadcast will return tomorrow, and until then, a very good night to you all.